This is the end of the road as far as the outward journey is concerned. This is Slaithwaite winding hole and servicing facility, which we've taken advantage of. We've filled up with water and now we're pointing to go back home after deciding this was far enough on this canal. So just waiting now for the lock and then we'll be off. We've had a day off today having a look around Slathwaite or Slathwaite, and it's been very nice. It's 4:15 now, so we're just going to moor up back where we started about an hour ago, and that'll be it for the night, and then we're off in the morning. And this is Slathwaite from the canal. Globe Worsted Company Limited Mill. Beautiful building. No longer a worsted mill, but it has been converted for other uses, which is good. There is a mill behind it which is derelict, which is a shame. But a nice little row of cottages here. Bridges in Slathwaite are extremely low, so I'll take the chimney down and I'm going to have to duck in a minute. But all this was restored in 2000, as you can see on the keystone of this flat arch. The whole canal was restored and opened, I think it was 2001 actually, it was reopened. But it was done at the millennium. And I was told that a lot of the locks were actually filled with concrete, so it's taken some doing to restore it and bring it back into a navigable waterway, which is that's a canal side cafe, of which there are quite a few. There's the church and the Shoulder of Mutton pub. So it's a lovely little village. They do call it a village, although it's a lodge village. This is the last of the tunnels, which is just a footbridge, I think. But again, it's got a 2000 head date stone on it. There are countless mason marks in these stones. I've never seen a lot with so many. I don't know if the camera's picking them up. Virtually every stone has got a masonry mark on it. That one appears quite a few times. But all the way up, different patterns. That one's there again. Seem to want to come anymore. They're on bottom. You've drained the pond. It's Friday the 5th of May and we're getting ready now to depart Slathwaite. We've had quite a sharp shower of rain about 8 o'clock. It's just after 10 now and it's brightening up. So we've been to Aldi to get the essentials: milk, butter, eggs, bread, to last us the next few days, because it's Marple now before we see a supermarket. So we're ready to go any time. However, believe it or not, the CRT contractors have chosen today to do essential maintenance on the guillotine lock, so we can't get through because they're working on it. And it's just our luck. We don't know how long they're going to be, they don't know how long they're going to be. Hopefully it won't be too long, but we're told we've just got to wait and see when the van disappears, and then it'll be workable and we'll be able to pass through. So we'll have to stop by the brewery a bit longer. Morning. So this is the infamous guillotine that's undergoing maintenance at the moment. We don't know how long they're going to be, but they'll be as long as they are. There's nothing we can do. We're not desperate. We've had a word with them, and they're nice lads. So we'll just wait till they've finished. Well, the gate certainly looks to be going down more evenly, but we'll only know once we get those white lines lined up there, whether it's gone back true or not. But the men have finished now. About a foot now. You have to do this last foot quick. 4 inches. Yeah, you're there. Yeah, it looks it from here. It's reassuring to see that the contractors are still here, just in case we should have a mishap. But it's coming up, the water level's rising quite quickly, and that's just on one paddle. I think she's going to leave it. It was just on one paddle, but it's filling quite nicely. Just hope it's not leaking at the bottom end. So we're successfully through the guillotine gated lock, and we are saying goodbye to Slathwaite. My lock is doing her duties on foot. This is the reason why we don't want to go any further on the Huddersfield, because that's how shallow it is at the edges. You just can't get your boat in. This is one poorly boat. I don't think that'll be sailing anywhere anytime soon. This is the approach to a lock, and as you can see, we just haven't got the water to get us moving. And that's the reason we made the decision not to go any further, because it's beyond a joke now. If the chap that came up the towpath didn't haul me back in, I'd have been stuck on the bottom forever. There's just no water. The problem is the water level is at its correct level. It's not the water level that's the problem, it's the base of the canal that's the problem. The joys of boating. It's 1:30 lunchtime and we've reached lock 31E. We've gone through it and that's it for today. Well, we've moored on the lock landing, which is not what you should do, but having experienced this pound earlier when we came down, we couldn't get near the edge and we tied up offset from the towpath and it was on mooring pins, but at least here we've got mushrooms and we are a little bit closer, not a lot but a little bit closer. So this is here for tonight. I don't think there are any boats moving now in this section. If somebody does turn up, we'll just have to help them through the lock and they can double breast with us to moor up if they need to moor up. They won't get in the side anyway. So that's it for today. We've just had a very, very heavy shower and both of us are wet through. The clothes are wet, so we're going to get some dry clothes on and light the fire. I think, even though it's quite warm, we've got to get our clothes dry. Coats are wet, shoes are wet, trousers are wet, but it's a nice place to moor anyway. Feels like a big lad when we were off this canal, definitely, but it'll be a day or two yet. Saturday the 6th of May, Coronation Day, and we're just on our way now to go on the last stage of the Marsden flight up towards the tunnel. We're not going through the tunnel for a couple of days, but we've got to get up the flight, and the water in this flight has to be quite carefully regulated because the locks are very close together and the pounds are very short, which means that it's very easy to either drain or flood a pound when you're using a lock. So we've just had a little bit of a briefing from the CRT local guy, Colin, who's been extremely helpful and friendly with us. He's actually unlocked the lock, as there's a padlock on this lock that we're going to, and he called at the boat to say he'd taken the padlock off and we're free to go. But there's a padlock part way up the flight which is preventing the boat coming down. He's going to talk to them now to tell them that we're coming up and to give them a briefing about use of the locks to conserve water and to avoid flooding people's gardens, which happens, and also draining the pounds, which nobody wants to do. So Sue's gone ahead to set this lock. She's just radioed in to say that it's set, so I can go straight in, which avoids having to pull into the side, which is really where we've been having a problem, because as soon as you get off the main middle channel, it starts to get shallow and you end up on the bottom and all hell breaks loose really. You've got to try and free yourself off. So that's the plan today. We're probably only out for about 3 hours, but we'll get to Marsden and then we've got a day off tomorrow before we go through on Monday. So this demonstrates what I've just been saying. This pound here, we're actually in the neck of 32E. Sue's doing 33E. She's having to empty it, and because we've just filled 32, the level's gone down, as you can see here. Just a minute. Hello?
If you get ready to move off as soon as you see me open the gate, because this top gate's leaking like mad.
Okay, will do. Now the water's coming up, look, you can see it going over the bywash now. That's because she's emptying the lock in front. So it really does have an influence on these short lock pounds. It was probably 4 inches down when I came out the lock, and now it's back to level because she's emptied that top lock, and she's telling me the top gate's leaking. So the procedure is to stay in the neck of the lower lock until the next lock's ready, and she's opening the gate so it's ready, and then I can go forward because I can't moor at the side of the canal. And my boat's gone in, not going to get it back. At the side of us is a reservoir, and it's popular for wild swimming, and they're wild swimming this morning. It's certainly a fitness area. There's more joggers and swimmers and cyclists, plenty of exercise. If it wasn't for the shallowness of this canal, it would really be enjoyable. There we are, the second gate's open now. So we're getting ready to go in, and then we'll do the same on the pound above. It will lower the level when she fills this lock as I go up. Looks like somebody else is coming swimming.